It's one rule for one and another for another. So, first of all, the whole issue of Prince Harry's visa to the United States and the question marks hanging over it and the enthusiasm with which some of the media, both in the States and certainly here, are rubbing their hands with glee at the thought that Prince Harry could be deported from the United States because he discussed magic mushrooms in his book Spare. And, well, where do we go from there? I suppose the issue is that there are other people who have discussed drug taking of Class A drugs in public life. One of them would be Michael Gove. And Michael Gove doesn't seem to have had any difficulty travelling to the States and back and interviewing Donald Trump. And no questions seem to have been raised about the validity or the possibility of whether or not he qualifies for a visa, having admitted Class A drug use in the past. On a lighter note, and perhaps a more interesting note, the King's appearance at the Easter service yesterday seems to have been a triumph in all ways. First of all, he looked remarkably well for somebody who has been undergoing cancer treatment. What that is, I don't know, but it may be some form of chemotherapy. He's looking a little worn, but clearly very happy, radiantly so, waving to the crowd, going back to the crowd after the service, and apparently glad, handing 57 people, I think somebody counted. And the Queen is very happy to go along with him, and equally to greet the crowd the crowd of well-wishers waiting outside. And very warm welcome equally for Sarah, the Duchess of York. Fergie has had a renaissance, really. And again, another person suffering from a cancer diagnosis, from ill health in the royal family. And we wait to see at what pace the King's public duties ramp back up. But clearly he he gets a tonic from his interaction with the crowd. And that's something that, if you remember back to those wonderful days when Harry was here, Harry also does the same thing. Harry has this extraordinary charisma that it is impossible to dampen down. He lights up a room, and his father certainly has it, and his mother certainly had it. I'm not so sure that William has it. William puts on a very good show and does his best, but he lacks that charismatic rapport with the crowd that his brother and his father quite definitely have, and that way that they feed off that interaction, which is lovely to see, and I'm sure gives them strength in the work that they are doing. And I can only again repeat my calls that Harry should be brought back. Give Harry a hug. Hashtag give Harry a hug, and bring him back into the fold, because the royal family needs him as much as he needs the royal family. And by bring him back into the fold, just to make it clear to some of the people who make comments down here, I'm not excluding Meghan and his children Archie and Lilibet. He comes as a family, and he seems to be one of the more stable co-parents in the royal family at the moment, and that's lovely. That's lovely again to see, and lovely to see the relationship of Harry and Meghan flourishing. It would be nice if that were brought back into the heart of the family, where they frankly belong. This offshoot into California. Somebody was playing an April Fool's joke this morning. I think I can say this now, suggesting that Harry was going to trade his title of the Sussex for Hollywood, the Duke of Hollywood, It's good, a good wheeze. Well done.